Hey guys, what's up? My name is Jinx and I'm a master support player. I have climbed on 2 different accounts to mid to high masters in solo queue, and I have accumulated over 1,000 hours on support on all my accounts. If you struggle to rank up on support and feel like you don't make an impact, or if you're new to the game and would like to know how to properly play support, you've come to the right place. I will share with you 3 fundamental principles to a good support player. So let's dive right into it. The number 1 fundamental is stop being a heal bot and start supporting your team. Healing is not your only role. It's more like a passive. You top of your allies right after a fight and keep them from dying under a fight. We all know that we need to heal, but you're not a healer, you're a support. If we look at this definition of support, we can see that support heroes empower their allies by healing, shielding, boosting damage, and disabling foes. As a support, you're the backbone of your team's survival. This is the definition from Blizzard's homepage of Overwatch, which means you need to be more than just a heal bot. Think of the healing aspect as keeping your teammates from dying, not keep them topped up at full health all the time. How do we start supporting then? Well, 2 things: damage and utility. For the damage, supports, they do a surprising amount of damage and can be very lethal. So do damage. I cannot stress this enough. When do you need to do damage? Do damage before a fight starts, during the fight when no one is at critical health. If you see an enemy low, try to get in a shot or 2. And lastly, don't be afraid to take duels. If you get dived by an enemy, don't run. Fight back and call for help. Usually, if you get a shot in on the tracer, for example diving you, she will recall most of the time and lose her advantage. To be as effective as theoretically possible, we need to hit every shot, every ability right after the cooldown. I'm going to say it, this is not going to happen. But we need to try to use them as often as we can. I'm not talking about just throwing every ability around, but get the most out of them. If you watch your replays and find out that you hold your ultimate for 2 minutes, you're effectively denying yourself ult charge for 2 whole minutes. If you only throw a nade here and then, or never use healing orb or Zenyatta, you're not being effective. When your abilities come off cooldown, look for meaningful opportunities to use them. You see 2 enemies without a shield? Try and nade them. You see a bunch of enemies clumped together, no shield? Just throw in a sleep dart. Throw in a damage orb. Another definition of being a support is bear all or part of the weight, which means you need to carry your games. If you only rely on your teammates to win games, then you will not climb. Sometimes you will get good teammates, and other times you will get bad teammates. It's just how it is. The only thing that stays consistent is you. So if you make an impact, you will see better results over time. Which brings me to the second fundamental principle. Stop dying. Start playing the game. If you die, you're not providing any value and can therefore not carry with damage and utility. Not dying comes mostly down to positioning. For positioning, I have some key points and a useful question you can ask yourself anytime you wonder if your position is good or bad. As a support, you would want to stay in the back behind cover. Natural cover, that is. Well, what is it? It's something that's not a shield and the enemy can't shoot through. The reason for this is if you get hit, you need to get back in cover to heal yourself or get your other support to heal you. If you stay in the open, you have a risk of dying. You would ideally want to see all of your teammates so you can save them from dying, and all of your enemies so you can do damage. However, this is not always possible. It's out of your control, and all you can focus on is staying safe in the back behind cover, looking for damage and critical allies. This doesn't mean you need to play defensively, rather the opposite. If you can play aggressive and stay behind your team in cover, you're doing a great job. The question you need to ask yourself, if you wonder if your position is good or bad, is if the enemy team used high noon right now, will you have time to get back in cover? If the answer to this question is no, then you need to stay behind cover. Number 3, your other support is your best friend. Keeping close to your other support is key to a good support player. You need synergy and so-called chain healing. Chain healing means healing the other support who is healing someone else. If you play as Mercy and the enemy attack the Ana and the Sigma on your team, your job is to heal your Ana so she can heal her Sigma. If the Ana dies, you do not have enough healing to heal the Sigma, so your Sigma will die and you will die. My point is, you need to keep your other support safe so they can keep you and others safe. Support ultimates are also the strongest in the game, as they can save your entire team from several enemy ultimates. If you already have your ultimate, then you should let your other support heal the poke damage while you look for damage. This way, both of you get value. You get damage, value, and pressure, and your other support gets ult charge, healing your teammates. So, to recap the key principles, start supporting with damage and utility. Stop dying by positioning in the back behind cover. Help your other support so they can help you. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a like and subscribe and comment down below what you want to see next. And follow me on Twitch /Jinx_OW_. I'll see you next time.